What's poppin', YouTube? We back with another video. This ain't no reaction video because I already seen this. I just wanna talk about something. How the media is manipulating, is really manipulative in favor of Joe Biden. They come to his defense. I don't know why. It's the weirdest shit ever. Anything you say against Joe Biden or go against his campaign or you're not on his side, the media has to attack you. They don't. It's the weirdest shit. Like I seen a commercial recently that said the media isn't supposed to endorse presidential candidates, which is weird because that's all the media is doing is they're just endorsing Joe Biden, especially cable news. But yeah, we finna get into this video. Yeah, talk about it, break it down. I already seen it, so I'm gonna just be breaking it down. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe before we get started. You know what I'm saying?
Our next guest is Ice Cube. If you know anything about him, and you probably do, you know he started his career rapping in defiance about police presence and the realities of inner city life. And he got political with his songs as well recently during the Trump administration. Most recently,
see how he frames it in defiance, like he has a side. He chose a side. No, he didn't choose a side. The side chose him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't ask for the police to brutally attack him. He didn't ask for none of that stuff. They did that to him. So he's going to... So Chris Cuomo frames it as, oh, he's on this side of the spectrum when he's not.
In 2018, here's a taste.
They bring up this.
You got the evidence.
Arrest the president. You got the evidence.
Now,
even though that was debunked, that there was no collusion with Russia, that's been debunked, but they add that clip. See how this is a...
We see a shift. Now he wants to work with President Trump. Here's what the president had to say most recently about Black Lives Matter.
The first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, I said, that's such a terrible term because it's such a racist term. It's a term that sows division between blacks and whites and everybody else. And it's a very bad term for blacks. But they were very angry. It's a Marxist organization.
It is a Marxist organization. Watch this. Oh, watch this. Let's get this straight. Let's spell that shit. Let me see how you spell that shit. Wait, go back. Watch this. Where's the video at? No, this images. I'm tripping. Video. It's a clip of her saying she's a Marxist. Where's that clip at? Right here. The New York Post. Black Lives Matter co-founder describes herself as a trained Marxist. So he wasn't lying. But see how they try to make it seem like he's talking about black people? How they have to frame it? No, he's saying they're a terrorist organization because she's a trained Marxist. That's a framing technique. You show the whole thing, but not actually get to the crux of what he's talking about, which is the Marxist part. That's what he's talking about.
Angry. It's a Marxist organization.
With all that going on and how the president continues to speak about there being no systemic inequality, it's no shock that Ice Cube got some heat for deciding to work with the Trump administration.
And all this faux heat. Like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? The nigga rich, he don't give a fuck. All this shit be fake. It be from a lot of people that don't know what they talking about, don't know politics from nothing. They just feel a certain type of way, so they gotta express their opinion. It's not real heat.
With it, I want to understand it. So should
no, you don't.
So here is Ice Cube on Prime Time. Thank you for taking the opportunity, brother. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Chris, your lead-ins are a little misleading.
How so?
Exactly. Your lead-ins are a little misleading. He's sitting there like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Nigga, he's saying anything. How so?
Well, the platinum plan is not my plan. I came up with the
That's
contract with
Trump's
Black
plan.
America. And I didn't run to go work with any campaign. Both campaigns contacted me. Both
But I said at the
campaigns
beginning,
wanted to talk to me about the contract with Black America. One campaign said, we love what you have, but let's really dig into it after the election.
which means, oh, sounds good. Don't really give a fuck. Let's act like we give a fuck. And if we, so the problem with that is, even if you don't become president, why not do something about it regardless? And that's the problem. They only want to be in power. So whatever they got to do to get in power, that's what they're gonna do. Instead of saying, okay, let's see what Ice Cube talking about, win, lose, draw, whatever. Let's do something for black people. They don't really want to do shit for black people. They just want to make it the illusion that they want to do something for black people. That's why they say, oh, let's talk about it at the election.
And one campaign said, we love what you have. Do you mind talking to us about
Which is the Trump campaign.
And that's what I did. So I didn't run to nobody. And so that was real misleading to me.
Well, I didn't say you ran to anybody. I said that you had taken a pivot.
Well, you said I ran over to the Trump team instead of the Biden team. That's just not true.
Well, but you are working with the Trump team instead of the Biden team, and people are giving you heat for it. What do you say to them?
But why does it matter though? What team he works with, and they came to him, so they're working with him. But why does that matter? Whoever is gonna get something done for black people, this is the problem. You fucking punk. Whoever's gonna do something for black people, that's who we need to talk to, motherfucker. If Trump gonna do something for black people, good. If Biden gonna do something for black people, good. Whoever gonna do something for black people, it don't matter. It don't matter as long as you're doing something for us. That's all that should matter. Not who the person is. Motherfucker. Oh, like people dumb shit. People say, "Oh, he's just doing that for votes." He like nigga. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do something for people for votes. That's where we got it mixed up in this country. Our politicians got to where we owe them votes. We don't owe them anything. They're supposed to do shit for our votes.
Well, I'm willing to work with both teams, but I'm just working with whoever is willing to work with me. So the Trump campaign came to me and asked me to explain to them some of the contract with Black America. That's what I did. I'm not playing no more of these games, these political games. We're not part of a team. We have very broad problems.
Exactly.
Especially the wealth gap.
Why do it got to be a team? Why he got to be a part of a team? Why he can't just want to work with, like I said, whoever's going to do it for us? You know what I'm saying?
Country when it comes to Black Americans. So I'm going to whoever's in power and I'm going to speak to them about our problems specifically. I'm not going there talking about minorities. I'm not going there talking about people of color or diversity or none of that stuff. I'm going there for Black Americans, the ones who are the descendants of slaves. And that's what I'm going to talk to anybody who's in power with that. So if anybody got a problem with that, it seems like a personal problem.
Well, here's the problem, and it is very personal, as you know, for a lot of people of color, because they'll say, well, why would you pick Trump when he...
That's why he said, see how he said people of color? He said black people. And all that people of color shit, that's like, I don't understand where that came from, people of color. That's like saying colored people. When the fuck did we go into that bullshit? But that's what I'm saying. Well, a lot of people, he's talking about black people. People of color didn't have nothing to do. He specifically said, I'm not talking about black, I'm not talking about people of color, diversity, I'm talking about black people. And this nigga brings up people of color.
He says there's no such thing as systemic inequality.
I'm not picking nobody. He's the president.
But why do you think he'd want to do something for the community when he says there's no such thing as systemic inequality?
Why would Joe Biden want to do shit for black people when he threw niggas in jail? Why would Joe Biden want to do when he called us jungle people? Why he like see how you could frame this? You know what I'm saying? And I watch somebody said Trump never said that, but I don't know. I'm not gonna confirm or deny that. But if he wants to help black people, why does that matter? As long that's how you get your votes. You help people. You do what you gotta do to get them votes. If you gotta help black people to get the black vote, that's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Why are you so against him helping black people? Just because it's Trump? Okay.
I don't know what he want to do. I just know what the man said. I know what he said to the country. I've never met Donald Trump. So I don't know what he's going to do. I just know what he said he was going to do. So both of them have a plan. Both of them say they're going to do something. And who knows what's really going to happen after November 3rd. Nobody knows from each side. We're all hoping that candidates keep their campaign promises. So that's just it.
Which they never do.
So let's look at it this way. I think that you're right to be skeptical. Let's start with the Democrats, because even though there is a traditional connection between black voters and the Democrats, you could also say you've been let down or forgotten by Democrats in a lot of situations that would have mattered. Then you say, all right, so then what makes one side better than the other? That's where you get in trouble, which is, do you really think that Donald Trump can be trusted?
You really think Joe Biden can be trusted when he just fucked up shit he did to black people? Bro, stop playing this game, bro. I don't like this game, bro. Joe Biden is so much better than Trump when he did so much way more fucked up shit to black people. Stop playing this game, Fredo.
As much as you could trust Joe Biden?
I don't think I'm.
Donald Trump ain't throw a bunch of black people in jail. He didn't sign a crime bill that this nigga continues to praise. Oh, yeah, I wrote that. I wrote that. Yes. Maybe that's why.
I'm not trusting any of them. I'm just going by action. That's all I'm going by. I'm not going by words. I'm not going by rhetoric. Not going by media spin. Not going by none of that. You know, I'm not. I'm
your
not
bullshit.
On nobody's
media
team.
spin. What you do?
I'm not on Team Blue. Not on Team Red.
So then I have that wrong.
Hold on. I'm an independent person.
You knew you had that wrong.
I believe that's
from
what
the beginning.
Black people need to do is become independent, and we need to get something for our vote. You know, that may not happen, but it's gonna happen.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Look, if I had brought you here to fight with you, you would have known it. What I'm saying is, I think I did get it wrong, and I want to make sure I get it right. So saying you're working with the Trump team is wrong. What you did was, when they asked to talk to you about it, you said yes. If Biden had asked to talk to you about it now, you would have gone to them the same way. It's not about you choosing anything. It's you working with everybody who's got a chance of doing anything.
Captain Obvious.
Whoever's in power. Yeah, I'll work with both. Whoever's in power, I'm going to work with. So whoever wins, they'll hear from me.
Okay, so I'm glad you came to clear it up. So Ice Cube is not with the Trump campaign. He's just given his ideas, and anybody who wants to do something with him, fine. Do you believe they are doing anything with your ideas?
I believe you.
Well, at least they listen to it instead of. Well, why doesn't he criticize the Democrats for not taking the time to listen? Why doesn't he do that instead of criticizing the person that actually said, "Okay, I will listen to you. Let's see what you got to do. Let's see what we can do." Instead of, what is this? Nah, nigga, how about you talk about the motherfucker that didn't want to listen?
You know, they looked at the contract with Black America and they updated their plan. But it's their plan. I have my plan. My plan is broad. It goes beyond the public sector. It goes into the private sector. Banks, even the movie industry. So we got to deal with a lot of different, companies, corporations, and even government when it comes to solving this problem. I believe it's a bipartisan problem. I believe it's a bipartisan problem when it comes to the issues, when it comes to blacks in America and what's going on. It's not a Democrat problem. It's not for them to solve. It's not for the Republicans to solve.
Yeah, you make it seem like, the Democrats are the only one that's supposed to be able to solve this. They have to solve this. Like, them bitch-ass niggas ain't doing shit.
Of them to solve. They do it when it comes to debt ceiling. They do it when it comes to getting us in wars. They seem to come together when it's something that really affects America. And I don't think nothing affects America more than the situation that Black Americans find ourselves in. This country is coming apart at the seams, and it's not going to come together after January 3rd, no matter who's the president, unless we deal with this wealth gap.
You have the economics all of it extends from poverty, which is an extension of opportunity, which is an extension of a system that doesn't give equal opportunity, and you see it everywhere. Hiring, education, finance, all of it. So acutely, we've been looking at what happens when policing goes wrong in communities. It doesn't give you concern that the president has handled police violence the way he has in terms of his commitment to work.
Why doesn't he say it doesn't bother you when Joe Biden threw a bunch of black people in jail and made laws that disproportionately affect y'all more, and it's still affecting us today? That doesn't bother you? Why didn't I ask that question? Oh, okay.
Work on any of the issues that you think are important?
We've been dealing with police violence in this country from day one. So police violence is just part of our life here. So, you know, the thing is this. Once we get some capital, we'll be treated better. This is a capitalistic society.
True.
And if you ain't got no money, you see how people get treated on the streets when they ain't got no money.
Not just money, wealth. Wealth. You got to be able to build up wealth within the community.
And you're not trying to help us.
Yeah, you know, to put it in greater terms. But, you know, at the bottom line is, you know, dollars bring dignity. And
you never like your job.
Everybody in America knows that. When you got a little more money, they treat you a little better. So we need to close this wealth gap. You know, you got people, you know, families making $120,000 or worth $120,000, and you got black families worth $200. This is just, it's
I wonder if that's actually true.
An enormous wealth gap that keeps growing. It's not getting smaller. Do the research, and you'll see this is the problem in America. It's because black people have no capital. We own half of a point when it comes to all the wealth in America. Half of a point. 13.5% people living off half of a point. We cannot survive in America another 100 years living like this.
The issue is real. The problem is properly identified. They do have access to capital of about $500 billion, but it doesn't say that it would be earmarked within the Trump plan for communities of color. But we'll see what you can get done, and I make you this promise. Not just because I'm a fan, but the issue matters.
I don't know if it's in the Joe Biden plan either.
And as you see action and reaction or inaction, you have a place on this show to discuss.
See, I'm fair. I'm willing to look it up.
I appreciate it, Chris. Yeah, I'll be back to discuss and let you know what I know, what I find out. But I'm gonna give it to you straight up.
It's the only way I take it. It doesn't go well any other way on this show.
Shut your line ass up.
I wish you the best. Stay healthy. Be well.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. We'll be right back.
Take you line dirtbag. Let's see what let's look at the comments real quick. What did the comments say on this video? It's right now. I'm not trusting anymore of them. Thank you. So embarrassing how Chris had trying to break. Chris is calling Ice Cube brother. These comments answering Tupac answering about rappers on. Yeah, these comments. Motherfuckers really don't like CNN. Usually when a lot of times when I look at when I go look at these videos, they be having way more dislikes than likes. You know what I'm saying? That should be funny. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you think Chris Cuomo was trying to paint a narrative. Let me know if you think Ice Cube held it down, was able to articulate himself well. I think Ice Cube did a good job. You know what I'm saying? He didn't play that game. He didn't fall for it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the end of the video. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let me comment down below. Turn notification bells on because we out. Peace.